Hi, I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to another edition of Black Dragon Biker TV. And as always, we'd like to thank you for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. This segment is Ask Black Dragon. And I want to just let you guys know a few things first. Starting out is that you do know there's no more cursing in the comments. So not only have I been trying not to curse and trying to dial it back ever since I started the channel 3 years ago, but Google has let us know that it is monitoring our comments and that our comments have to be respectful or videos or channels can be demonetized by the community because of the community that supports it. So you have been warned. I've had a few people already mad at me because they don't see their comments. They think they've been deleted off the page. No, there is a filter, and if you're cursing and using any of the curse words I can think of, the filter has caught up your comment, and your comment won't make it through, because as soon as I see that you have violated our channel policy, I'm deleting the comment. I have no choice. This is enforced upon us by YouTube, and I personally just wish YouTube would split up and have a for children's YouTube and then a YouTube for the rest of grown folks, but that's not the way it is. So now you know. And there'll be no threatening people or somebody should die or they should kill him. All of that kind of stuff is just, you guys had 3 years to do all that, and now it's over. So, like I say, it's being filtered. So if you don't like it, and I kind of like it though, because some of the ways you folks go off on people, some of the ways you go off on me. And there was another channel recently that turned off their comments, and one of the things they said was, man, I felt immediately good the minute I turned off those comments, because I was so sick of people talking about terrible things, stupid stuff, and just really impacting my world with that. I once knew a girl who did massages, and she said that when she massaged bad people, her spirit became upset and she couldn't eat and couldn't sleep, and she actually stopped massaging folks because she said all of the terrible people she massaged rubbed off in her life. That can happen to you from the comments. Believe me, I've seen some terrible ones, some that make you mad, some that make you want to cry. Also, because of demonetization policies, a lot of our news, if it says news on it, for some reason it's demonetized right away. So that's 60-70% of the channel. You guys can help if you want by donating to PayPal, Cash App, or Patreon. And if we're live, don't forget the Super Chat. So these are 3 ways you can donate and help the channel if you want to. A little as $2 to $5 per month will help us if that's what you want to do. Also, we have other social media. We're spreading our channel out over other social media, so we won't just be on this one platform in case things keep going bad and the platforms abandon the motorcycle club channels altogether. We will have already built ourselves up on other platforms. So on Facebook, it's Black Dragon Biker, and we're trying to get up to 10,000 subscribers there. If you guys could go to Facebook, the Facebook page, Black Dragon Biker. And by the way, if you want to friend me, you'll friend me at Facebook on Black Dragon Biker, because that's the only place that you'll be able to get me. My personal friends, if you go to Johnny Bunch II, 4,000 like 800, and so there's really no more room to take friends there. So you got to friend me at Black Dragon Black Dragon on Facebook, Black Dragon Biker. Also, you can go to our Instagram, Black Dragon Biker TV, and to our Twitter, JBunchII. We'd like for you to like those too. Our podcast is The Dragon's Lair, Motorcycle Chaos. We hope you go over and look at our podcast. A lot of our news channel is going to be on the podcast going forward, and a lot of our news videos are going to be at bikerliberty.com. Bikerliberty.com. Bikerliberty.com is where we're going to have a lot of our videos. That's on online magazine. Okay, so we've taken care of that housekeeping. We want to talk to you a little bit about tonight's subject. Guy wrote me, and he wanted to know about joining motorcycle clubs in particular, and he wanted to know Is joining a motorcycle club the right kind of thing to do? He wanted to know the difference between kinds of motorcycle clubs. And let me see if I can actually find it. He asked me, what does it mean to join a motorcycle club? What does it mean to join an MC? Hi, I'm a watcher of your streams and a big fan. Was wondering if possibly you could do a special stream for all those who dream of being a biker and or in an MC. The topic being, what does it mean to be a part of an MC, be it 1% or 99%? I think it would help everyone understand fully of what they're hoping to find, and it could help them understand what they're getting into and grasp the meaning of being a part of the MC, myself included. Since I was a kid, it's been my biggest dream to be a part of an MC and to ride, even though I'll likely never live that dream because I can't afford a bike and don't know how to ride, but my hope stays strong, and your streams help keep that hope alive. And with that being said, thank you for your streams. You replied to a comment of mine on YouTube saying you're just an old guy who likes to tell stories, but you're wrong to me, and I'm sure a few others, probably a very few others. Viewers, you're a beacon of hope to one day live out our dream. And also, you're a great teacher to those of us who wish to learn and understand our dream. Thank you for everything. So you want to join an MC. And joining an MC, there's a lot of things that are in that. And I don't particularly talk about 1%er motorcycle clubs when it comes to the inside of them and how they work and what it's like joining a 1%er motorcycle club. First of all, I don't know. I've never been in a 1% motorcycle club. And secondly, if you want to know that kind of information, you need to ask somebody you know on that side. And they can help you to understand whether or not you would want to join up with their organization. So I'm on the 99%er side, and I talk about traditional motorcycle clubs, often known as family clubs or social clubs, or commonly referred to these days as 99%ers. But traditional motorcycle clubs of any sort all pretty much act the same way. There's a prospecting period. There is a period of time that that during that prospecting period, you are proving to the club that you are worthy of club membership. At the same time, the club is proving to you that it is worthy of you to be part of its family. So it's a give and take. So what I want to talk to you about is things that you can expect in a motorcycle club, things that will happen, and kind of what a motorcycle club has meant to me. And so the first thing we want to talk about is, he wanted to know the pros and cons, the plus and minuses. What does it mean? What a motorcycle club has meant to me. I've been in a motorcycle club since I was in my early 20s, been involved with my motorcycle club since the late 80s, early 90s, is since how long I've been dealing with my motorcycle club. And so I've been there since basically I was a kid. And it has been the greatest thing that I've ever done. It has been something that I've done. I'm 56 now. So I've done it I guess I've done it most all of my adult life. And for me, it has been rewarding and challenging. And it has broken my heart worse than anything that has ever happened in my life. And has brought me more joy more joy than anything. The only thing that has brought me more joy is having a child and being a grandfather and an uncle and a granduncle. Those are the only things that I think I've done that have been better, and serving my country in the military. So it's been good, but it's not for everybody. Everybody is not cut out to be a biker in a motorcycle club. And so one of the first things I want to tell you is that there is a difference between a biker and an MCer, a biker and a clubber, a biker and MCing. A biker rides for self, rides for his own enjoyment, pleasure. Some bikers that's their only transportation, and they are some sort of super bikers. Other bikers, ride across the whole world, and they do all these biking things, and they camp out. And some bikers just ride on the weekends, and some bikers tow their bikes and just ride around a track. So the thing about being a biker is it's a carefree, wonderful kind of existence where you get to be rugged and really enjoy your motorcycle. But a motorcycle club is far different because a motorcycle club, I guess a good definition of a motorcycle club is a group of people who come together to be and form an extended family where there is an expectation of duty, fidelity, loyalty, respect, honor, and togetherness. This is an expectation that is demanded from by the motorcycle club. The motorcycle club demands that you have these qualities wrapped around an insatiable passion to ride motorcycles and live by a set of rules known as Motorcycle Club Protocol, which has two aspects to it. One aspect of Motorcycle Club Protocol is intra-club relationships. That means relationships within inside your club from member to member, and relationships outside of your club. So there's inter-club relationships and intra-club relationships. And the relationships between various motorcycle clubs on the set also operates by a set of protocols, and these protocols are rules that govern everybody, and they keep everybody safe and everybody on an equal and fair playing field based on where you fall in the hierarchy of the rules based on that motorcycle club and where it sits on the motorcycle set. So it's quite a complex definition, meaning that you are expected to conduct yourself in a certain way based on protocol and the bylaws that hold your MC together. And you are expected to conduct yourself in a certain way when dealing with other motorcycle clubs that exist within the motorcycle community called the motorcycle club set. So that's not a biker. That's a biker on steroids. That's a biker that has to do other things other than biking. So lone wolves, warriors, lone McCoys, all that kind of stuff, Sigma males, any kind of thing you can think of that is destined to be folks that want to do things on their own. They don't like groupthink, and they don't like rules and all that. You know, the biggest thing that people will tell me, I thought being a biker was all about being free to do whatever you want. You motorcycle club guys got more rules than anybody. Yeah, because we're not bikers, we're clubbers. And so any and every motorcycle clubber is a biker, but not all bikers are motorcycle clubbers. So just like all Marines are sailors, but not all sailors are Marines, all club brothers are bikers, but not all bikers are club brothers. So this is important to know, because you're absolutely right. A biker just rides his bike whenever he wants, does whatever he wants, whenever he wants. But a club brother has rules. I don't want nobody telling me when to ride, where to ride. Well, then you're not a good club person, because club brothers have mandatory rides. They have mandatory functions. They have to stand duty in the clubhouse. There is a strict and rigid set of rules that are uncompromising. And if you fall afoul of those rules, there will be consequences. So a club is not for everybody. And the first place we learn that is in prospecting. So when you're looking for a club, you're going to be hanging around a club, and you're going to be looking for a club to join. And hanging around and prospecting are meant to be some of the hardest things you've ever done in your life. That's what they're meant to be. So that is because they're fleshing you out. They're vetting you. They're trying to find out what kind of person you are. But even though that's hard, and even though that's probably when you'll do the most mundane and dirtiest jobs in the MC, it doesn't stop there. You will always be required to give your best to the MC forever. So the next thing you need to learn is motorcycle clubs are about we. It's about we. It's not about I. It's about we, W-E. It's about we, O-U-I, which is the French form of yes. And it's about W-E. We. A motorcycle club is about giving the best you can give at all times, not because you're going to get something in return, but because it is the right thing to do. You might not get anything in return, but you are doing what is the right thing to do because that is what is required by the motorcycle club. So it's not a tit for tat. I did a video called "The MC is Not Barter Town." You're not bartering for goods here. It's not a fair trade. It's not an even trade. It is, I work for the MC. The MC is a hive. It's the beehive. It's everybody working and assimilating together to produce what's best for the MC. John F. Kennedy said it best. Ask not what your country can do for you, but rather what you can do for your country. It's the same thing with the motorcycle club world. Ask what you can do for your MC, not what your MC can do for you, but how can you give better? How can you be better? How can you be a better brother? How can you be a better sister? These are the things that are the basic tenets of motorcycle clubism, if you would. These are the things that will define what kind of career you will have as a motorcycle club member. A person who can give to we, and not think about I, is what makes a great motorcycle club member. If that's not you, then motorcycle clubs are not for you. If you're here for your ego, if you're here to pump your chest, we have a saying in the motorcycle club world. We have a saying in my motorcycle club in particular. The me patch is that patch on the front of you that glorifies you, that patch that says what your name is, I'm Black Dragon, or the patch that says what your position is, I'm the national president. The me patch should never be greater than the we patch. And the we patch is the patch that sits on your back that says who we are. And we are greater than the me. And that is what you have to understand if you're going to be a good motorcycle clubber, if you're going to be a good brother in a good motorcycle club, or a good sister. And if that is not your think, or if you cannot wrap your mind around that, then clubs are not for you. And now we talk about the kinds of clubs. The kinds of clubs are based on the fact of what the club demands from you. It's called the club culture. In the corporate world, we have the corporate culture. You might be great at Samsung, but you're not any good for Coke. You might be great for Coke, but you're not any good for GE. You might be great at GE, but you're not any good over at Lionel Trains. You might not be any good at LexisNexis. The corporate culture is the culture that you can, that is your company. Well, the motorcycle club has a culture too. And that culture will define your behavior within that club. And one of the things that defines that club culture is in terms of where the club falls within the realm of responsibility that you owe to the club. For instance, a lot of mom and pop clubs, traditional clubs, social clubs as they may be called, 99 percenters as they may be called, a lot of these clubs will have a doctrine of God, family, job first, and then club. God, family, job, club. The club falls fourth on the agenda. So you're expected to take care of your God, your family, or your job first. And so that club culture will let you know. But there are other kinds of club cultures that say club first. No matter what, club first. No matter what, your brother's first. Your club comes before your job. Your club comes before your wife. Your club comes before your family. Club first. You are now ascribing to a set of ideals that says no matter what, you will always be there for your brothers. No matter what, this is our club culture. This is what we expect of you. So these are things you have to find out during your prospecting period, because one club type may be for you and another club type may not. One club culture may work for you, whereas another club culture may not. And those club cultures will define your responsibility to your brothers and or sisters within a motorcycle club nation or a motorcycle club organization or a motorcycle club chapter. These are the things that define how great your responsibilities will be. And I just keep talking about responsibilities. But yes, there's perks. And when we think about the perks, we think about the things that can destroy your family life. And a motorcycle club will absolutely destroy your family life if you let it. There are all kinds of things out there that can draw you into them and take away from you the freedom or the strength and the greatness of a relationship that you might have with your family. So when you're thinking about joining a motorcycle club, if you're married, if you have a family, if you have children, if you have people like that, you may think about what will their commitment to the motorcycle club be, or what would their commitment be to you while you are going through that process. A lot of women and wives and girlfriends and things like that, they become very upset, very jealous, very insecure when you involve yourself in a relationship that is more powerful than their relationship with you. And a motorcycle club is absolutely that. A motorcycle club is absolutely a relationship. It's a relationship between you and the people within the motorcycle club. It's not a patch. A patch is just an icon. It's just something, it's like the flag. Nobody is married to the flag of the United States of America. The flag is a symbol for which America stands. It's a symbol of the people. When you're in a motorcycle club, it is the people that are the MC, not the flag. And it's those people with whom you have a relationship. And it's those people in that relationship that you have that can become so close and so tight that it can push any wife to the side or girlfriend or mother or children. And they will fight fiercely to keep you if you allow that to happen. So you got to be a good juggler because they will turn against you. There's nothing like a wife that will not support you to go out. You're out with the brothers trying to have fun, and you keep looking at the watch. The phone keeps ringing. Every time you go home, her mouth is poked out. She's mad. So these are things you have to think about before you start prospecting or probating, before you start trying to become a member of a motorcycle club. Motorcycle clubs are tough. And there are vices in motorcycle clubs that are available to you. There are loose women. There's everything you want bad and everything you want good. If you want to a life of alcohol dependency and not being sober, lack of sobriety, and being inebriated and high and all that, that's going to be right there for you. If you want a life of crime, that's going to be right there for you. But if you want a life of good things and bounty and doing great things, that's going to be there for you too. Because there's all of those same kinds of people that exist in every motorcycle club. And they're there for you, no matter what kind of motorcycle club you choose to be in. And it's up to you to take the high road. There are loose women who will destroy your relationship with your wife. And many of us that are in motorcycle clubs have lost the greatest woman that we've ever had 10 times over. And we're going to wind up lonely, old, mean bastards because we laid on this crutch of I'm in a motorcycle club and I'll do whatever I want to do and I'll treat people any way that I want to treat them. And we've allowed that to take over our personalities and who we are. And unfortunately, it is sad. But that's there for you in a motorcycle club. Also, great violence can be there. Prison can be there. Anything good or bad, it's just like being in the streets. It's all based on the decisions you make. And another thing is a motorcycle club will break your heart. It will absolutely make you cry. It'll make you lay on the ground and grab your stomach because motorcycle clubs are made of people. And people will fail you. But people will also come through and do enormous, great, and magnificent things. So these are all the things that are involved in a motorcycle club. And you have to decide if that culture is the culture for you. And then there's the politics that happens between clubs. And that politics can be good, and that politics can be bad, and it can be dangerous, and it can be all these things. And so it is a life of lots of rules, a life of lots of expectations. There are demands placed on you by the club, and you will fulfill those demands, or there will be consequences. This thing is bigger than you. It's greater than you. It is its own entity that will work to continue to survive. And you are a cog in the wheel. And I am a cog that's willing in the wheel. I don't let my me patch overrun our we patch. The we patch is the greatest thing that could ever that could ever be. It is the MC to which you have given your loyalty and your pledge of allegiance. And so if you can't do that, if you're morally corrupt, morally bankrupt, if you can't have relationships with people, if you don't trust anybody, the motorcycle club is not going to be good for you. If you can't give of yourself and some kind of way find a way not to be so damn mean and evil and caged up and enraged all the time, then the motorcycle club won't be for you. It's to answer your question, what does it mean for me and many people like me? It is a family It is a job, it is a chore, and it is the greatest pleasure you can ever have. But it is something that will cause you to work and work and work. It is a relationship, and relationships require feeding and watering and weeding and new growth and putting nitrogen back into the ground and all those things that it takes to grow. And everything you ever did to get in the motorcycle club, you have to do to keep the motorcycle club. It's like a good woman. Everything you ever did to get her, you got to do that and more to keep her. And you got to figure out new and better and more incredible ways. Because there is a demand of you, from you, of you, when you join a motorcycle club, that you will always be there for the MC, and the MC is greater than you. Yes, we can do great things. Yes, we are the mighty MC nation. We are we. We are we. We are assimilated. We are the Borg when we are in a motorcycle club. And that's what is required of you. And if you can't do that, if that's not within you, if you can't follow orders, if you can't give orders, if you can't train anybody, if you can't be trained, if you can't be talked to, if you can't be reasoned with, well, we have all of you guys in our motorcycle club that are just like that, and we wind up bouncing your butts right up out of here. And then the motorcycle club is full of those folks that want to live on the laurels of people that went before them, and they're so tough and they're so bad and they're so mean and they've always mean mugging, and they can't put out a good vibe of the MC because all they can do is put out the negativism. And they're there too. So these are the things that are involved in being a club brother or sister in a mighty motorcycle club nation. And some of these things will be for you, and some of these things won't be for you. But that's what it means. That's what it means to me, and that's what it means to brothers and sisters like me. And I'm glad that I'm doing this. I'm glad that I'm part of this. I didn't have a family. I didn't have brothers. I didn't have men to run with. There was all women in my family, and all of a sudden I was allowed to have all these brothers from all over. So that's what a motorcycle club means. That's what it means to join a motorcycle club. For me, it meant becoming part of something and gaining the trust of folks and being able to be trained by folks and seeing strong men around me that helped to guide me and turn me into something greater than I was before. There was a synergy, and a synergy happens when two or more things get together and become greater together as a whole than they would ever be individually. That is emceeing and belonging to a motorcycle club. And so that's what it means to me. And I bet if you ask anybody that's been in the motorcycle club for any length of time what it means to them, they will tell you similar things that you've heard from me. The first time you put that cut on your back, even as a prospect, there is a feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm walking in the tall cotton now. So if you want to be in a motorcycle club, that's what's going on. Well, let us know what you think about this subject in the comments below. Love to hear from you and hear what you have to say. And be sure to get our We shirts. The MC is not about I, but it's about we at blackdragonsgear.com. You can get all my books over there at blackdragonsgear.com. And we just love to hear from you over there at blackdragonsgear.com. And what else? I think that's everything. Yeah, that's it. So look for our podcast, The Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos. That's going to be a daily podcast. And remember, don't worry about not seeing our notification bell. We are now putting out videos every day, 2 to 3 times a day. So you got to, even if you don't see the notification bell, just keep coming on back because this is where we are and this is what we're going to be doing. So that's my 2 cents. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny.
don't never do the listening to such and such. I'm always focusing on the coming up. Don't bother wasting time and I caught your bluff. I was on 380, ain't slipping up. Now they wanna say they love me and I laugh at them, cause I was bummy hungry, ain't mad at much. Now I'm your favorite person, not adding up. Now they wanna say they love me, not adding up. Still the same person, just greater now. Was on the come up, didn't make a sound. Do right, get left, didn't wanna see my progress. Doing good, they hate, no smiles, can't fake. Wanna be my friends, not again, I ain't hearing that. Stagnant in your lane, praying out, open mind. Should've known, I don't have that type of open mind all the time. Send a message, what you call waste of time. If you never cared for me, I don't leave the blind. Call it the past, leave the garbage behind. People like me only represent good vibes. Leave the negative behind, please don't waste the time. I don't ever do the listening to such and such. I'm always focusing on the coming up. Don't bother wasting time and I caught your bluff. I was on 380, ain't slipping up. Now they wanna say they love me and I laugh at them, cause I was bummy hungry, ain't mad at much. Now I'm your favorite person, not adding up. Now they wanna say they love me, not adding up. Hi. No papa, please no me habla. Yo no quiero nada, I won't see you mañana. Ha ha, my Spanish not very good, but I know, give me dinero in every hood. I don't wanna be a player no more. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. I punish them and I keep them coming back for more. I punish them. Boricua, morena, colombiano, oye me canto. Boricua, morena, dominicano, oye me canto. Always talk shit, they surprised I can sing and spit. Peep this, buck 'em more if they move. Noodle, shoot that fucking whore dead in the middle of Little Italy. Little did we know, we riddle some middle, didn't do diddly. Infinitely anybody could do it, just a young